Well, how do you do, buckaroos? Hey, here's one I just found. I've really been wanting to try ever since I read it about it, a few days ago. Barrel-aged Imperial Stout, 10.2% from the Ibex Cellar, a Schlafly beer. St. Louis brewery. Schlafly, man. Schlafly Imperial Stout is brewed with big malt flavors and roasted barley to impart notes of dark chocolate. Aging this beer in bourbon barrels gives the spicy vanilla character a warm, pleasant finish. This 2016 vintage, it is 2016 as I am drinking this, as it is December 31st. Will continue to age well in a cool, dark place for several years, but it's ready to enjoy today. And that's really all it says. Bottled on 12/5 of 16, so it is rather fresh. Less than a month old, and a beer like this, quite frankly, I'm not worried about that. It's 11.2 ounces, or 330 milliliters. So let me break this down for you. This was about 16 for the 4-pack, which certainly isn't cheap. It's certainly not cheap, especially for a tightwad like me. But it's roughly 44 ounces, so that would be 2 bombers. So would you pay $8.50 for a 10.2%? Let me get that bottle up front here. Would you pay $8.50? There we go. Anyways, I'm having some camera issues. Would you pay $8.50 for a 10.2% bourbon barrel aged Imperial Stout? Well, I would, so I don't think they're out of line. But sometimes I have to do that. I have to make those rationalizations for it to make sense to me. Should I make this purchase? With the amount of money that I have, is it worth this purchase? So there you go. But I've really been wanting to try this. I am a fan of bourbon barrel aged anything, but especially Imperial Stouts. Especially this time of year. But I mean, it is, I don't know the exact weather, but it feels like it's in the 50s here in the Ozarks, which is unseasonably warm, man. So you certainly get a lot of chocolate on the nose. I'm personally also getting hits of anise as well. Certainly picking up some vanilla, a lot of sweetness on the nose. A lot of that roasted barley for sure. Oh, wow. Oh, God. I may have just creamed my jeans, man. Wow, that's good. I gotta tell you, that's gorgeous. Well, people stand in line and pay way too much for a bourbon barrel-aged macro disguising itself as a craft beer. I just walked into the store and picked this up for not any more than they paid for that. Well, actually less. I mean, in most cases, it was between $12 to $20. I know some mentioned they paid $10 for a 16-ounce bottle. I hear I paid $16 for 44 ounces. So I would much rather give my money to Schlafly than you know, some corporate giant who doesn't care about quality. But that's me, man. Wow, the nose on that's gorgeous. The roasted barley notes are what's amazing to me. Oh, my gosh. They mentioned spicy vanilla. Yeah, you do get some vanilla. You do get some spice notes for sure. Where you feel the oak, though, is right at the very end. It just... A beer like this has a danger of becoming too cloyingly sweet. I didn't have this year's, you know, that macro I was talking about, but I had last year's, and the problem I had with it is that it didn't finish. It was just cloyingly sweet all the way through. It was very hard to drink. I was about half a bottle in. I said, man, I've got 8 ounces left, and this thing is a bear. It just, and listen, I love Imperial Stouts. I know what they have to offer. I love bourbon barrel aged. So it's not that I can't handle a beer like that. It's that this one wasn't, that particular beer wasn't done right. This beer is. Oh, it's gorgeous the way those flavors come together. It really is. You get those nice roasted barley notes. You do get some of those dark chocolate notes that they talk about. I think it just says chocolate, but I'm gonna say dark chocolate. Very dark chocolate. More vanilla and spice for sure. and then that oak coming up at the end. Oh, it's absolutely beautiful, man. So I don't want to drink. Sometimes I like to drink an entire beer over a video. Not this one, because I really want to. This is probably going to take me an hour to drink, to be honest with you, this 11-ounce beer. But I like to sit and enjoy and sip and relax, man. I'm not about drinking fast. I'm not about quantity. I'm about quality and enjoying the beer. So, hey, I am Trying to Beer Whisper. It is New Year's Eve. I hope you're having a good one.